So, without further ado, here is, well, I guess, an Armored Core 6 double melee tutorial. Alright, so, what is a double melee build? That is the first and foremost question to be addressed here. A double melee build is essentially any build that packs not one, but two melee-type weapons. So your melee-type weapons are, of course, the Ashmead Pile Bunker, the Taiyang Kshu Explosive Thrower, Double Trouble Chainsaw, the Stun Baton, the Laser Dagger, Laser Blade, or as I call it, the Anime Round Slash Weapon, Laser Slicer, or as people call it, the Rusty Blade, Laser Lance, Plasma Thrower, or Hammer. You've got the Pulse Blade, or as a lot of people call it, the Butt Sword. Then you've got two Moonlight variants, Basic and Redshift, or as I call it, Blood Moon. You've got Coral Oscillator, and that's it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You've got about 13 melee weapons. 14 if you count bare fists. Now, double melee consists of any two of those 13 melee weapons used in combination. The philosophy behind the melee builds is to get in close to your target, stay close, and absolutely shred them. They can be a force of nature with the right optimization behind it and with the right pilot. You've seen some of my matches. But if you haven't, well, I will be... Well, there's plenty of matches on my channel where I showcase double melee builds, and I normally stream using double melee builds anyway. So, on to the parts that I normally use. I normally use Ocellus because I'm going to be staying close range to my target. It's one of the best in class for close range assist. Well, aside from Abbott, I mean, Abbott's another really good one, but Ocellus has that full bar. It's good. So you'd want to use Ocellus. Now, Santai. Santai is a wonderful generator here. It's got the EN capacity. Sure, it's really heavy, but EN capacity, recharge, it's all top tier. Coral generators aren't really recommended. Now, the VE weapon, well, not VE weapons, but the VE generators and the VP generators, they're alright, but I don't really use them. I've been using Santai. A lot of people regard Santai as the king. Now, the Kikaku, the kick booster. It's actually a really good one because, well, it actually says in the name that this booster's specs were tweaked for melee performance. So it's one of the best for the melee stuff. So if you're running a melee build, a lot of people recommend it because it's that good. Now, you can use different head, legs, and core parts, but one of the essential arms is going to be the Basho arms. A lot of people basically say that Basho is the standard for the melee spec. It's got low firearm specialization, sure, but you don't really need to focus on that because of the melee build. If you're running melee, then you're not really going to be focused on firearms. You're going to be maybe running A firearms, but it's got good AP for its cost. Let's see. I normally run Mind Alpha and Hal Legs because they've actually got some good defensive stats. Now, a lot of people do say that lightweight stuff, like super lightweight stuff like Noctrier Core and Firmeza Legs are a lot better because speed is the thing for double melee, but I like to have a bit of defense on all my stuff. Now, as for head, I normally run the Alba because it just looks cool. That's a purely looks-based choice. Now, if we're talking weapons, I run the Coral Blade and the Pulse Blade as my main melee. I do use other stuff here and there. Now, I do use the Duo Free Missile for most of my stuff because it's got the good pincer tracking stuff. Now, Zimmerman. This thing's really good at prolonging the stagger duration. So if I can keep my opponent staggered for longer, I can just wail on them and combo them. And, of course, Assault Armor. It's good to just neutralize the Pulse Shields. Like, if somebody's running Pulse Armor and they pop it, I can Assault Armor, eat that armor, and completely strip them of it, and leave them staggered, to follow up with Zimmerman to prolong the stun, and then destroy them with one of my melee attack combos. Now, we're going to deploy into the garage to kind of teach you some of the melee basics, I'd say. Now, we're going to spawn a basic trainer AC and turn its AI off, because I'm going to teach you the bread and butter of melee combat. A technique called melee canceling. Alright, we're going to go all the way back to the edge of the arena. Well, maybe not that far. I want to stay kind of close. Melee canceling is your premier movement technique when running double melee. It's when you unleash your melee attack, but you quick boost dodge out of it, canceling your attack and keeping you moving forward. So I can show you what that is and what it looks like a lot better than I can tell you. So we're going to go with the charge first and dodge out before the slash is fully executed. And we're going to do it again. And here we go again. See, look, that's some good ground coverage. That's the fully charged version of the Pulse Blade. Now I can also cancel with the basic slash as well. Look. Okay. I botched that. So we're going to try it again. Alright, see? That's better. Now, we're going to melee cancel with Coral Oscillator as well, because that's also possible. This one's actually good for vertical chasing. Look at that. That's really good speed there. Now, here's a combo that I like to use. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. I gotta show you the combo a bit better. So here we go. Slash, shot, neutral oscillator, swap, and here we go. And you can kick if you want, but the Basho arms with their melee specialization enables you to destroy a staggered target with your melee attacks really fast. So now we're going to turn the AI on for the target. And see, look, we're doing a good job chasing them. So there you go. We're going to keep this going for a little bit. And there you go. So yeah, this is melee canceling. Melee canceling, like I've said, is the way to chase. It's also one of the best ways to move around. And then after your slash lands and executes, you can dodge out of it to keep the momentum going. So you can stay mobile and keep comboing. Now, the thing is, there is a drawback to melee. Because you're melee canceling so much, you are prone to redlining and running out of stamina a lot sooner. So you do need to be careful with how you manage your energy. But yeah, the damage output is actually amazing. So this is my short little tutorial of the basics. We're going to move on to another AI-based opponent here. We're going to go Nest, and we're going to... Well, not Nest. That's the actual PvP thing. We're going to go against Invincible Rummy as a test here. A different AI-based opponent to show you how it works. We're going to keep this little melee tutorial going.
First subject AC.
Alright. We've tested it out on the basic trainer AC, but now I want to show you guys on how it works in some of the other AI-based targets.
Main system activating combat mode.
Yeah. So, here we go. And there we go. We finished them off relatively easily. We've made frequent use of melee canceling to maneuver around the map and close the distance in on our target.
Well done.
Remember, to melee cancel, all you have to do is use your melee weapon attack, but quick boost out of it while you're moving forward before the slash is fully executed. Now, we're going to go Arena again, and we're going to test it out on Freud as well.
Final Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program. This will be the last evaluation. Subject A, V1, Freud.
Alright, so, here we go. We're about to charge into this.
Commencing evaluation.
Main system activating combat mode.
And here we go. And melee cancel for that nice vertical chase. And there we go. We took him out. We did take a lot of damage on this one because I was redlining myself, but the concept is there. Remember, you melee cancel, get close to your target, maneuver around the arena by melee canceling, but you have to keep an eye on your energy way more than most other builds. Now, we're going to sort you on a mission for the last phase of this tutorial, and we're going to go after the Tester AC mission.
The target may be a product sample, but it's still an AC. Stay sharp, 621.
Now, I may do one more little mission here as the finisher for the tutorial.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission.
Alright, here we go.
We've got a read on the target.
Tester
Now's the
AC.
time, 621. We're under attack! Listen to the vocals. No, it's independent. The pilot's just a train.
And there we go. We finished the job very quickly. That's one of the advantages to running double melee. You can destroy your opponents easily. I know I've said it, but you've seen it in action.
That's it for this job, 621. Return to base.
Alright. So this effectively concludes the double melee tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed and found it helpful. This is my very first build breakdown and combat style explanation that I've done for Armored Core 6. And it's basically the one that I'm kind of specialized with, which is the double melee style. I hope you guys found it helpful, even just a little bit.